Multi-camera shooting with the Blackmagic Camera app is now super easy thanks to the new version 2.0 update that introduces remote camera control. It allows you to control other phones running Blackmagic Camera app from a single phone or tablet. We'll show you how it works and give you some ideas of how you might want to use it. In version 2 of the app, on the settings page, there's a new tab called Remote Camera Control. All these options are grayed out until I enable Remote Camera Control. This is important. All of these devices are connected to the same local network. They don't need to be on the same Wi-Fi network. They don't even need to be on Wi-Fi. They could be connected over Ethernet. But as long as they are on the same local network, you're all good. First, you need to choose whether each device will act as a controller or a remote camera. I'll make these two phones cameras. I'll make the iPad the controller. It should be noted though that the camera on the controller can still be used even though it's a controller. I'll give each device a unique name. This is my phone. This is Natalie's phone. And the iPad is going to be the controller. Next, we need to configure a password for the remote cameras. It's used when linking the remote cameras to the controller. The password stops other people on your network from hijacking your phone. This setting is interesting. Control and monitor allows the controller to see your image and to control your camera. If you select monitor only, they can see what you're seeing, but the controller cannot control your camera or change any of its settings. We'll leave both phones set to control and monitor. Now that everything is configured, we're ready to film. We're going to head to the kitchen and set up a fake cooking show about using the toaster, just to give us something to demonstrate this new feature with. Let me show you what I have set up. There's an overhead camera. This is Moment's MagSafe threaded plate. It's great for rigging phones, and it's really easy to get your phone back when you're done because you're not mechanically clamping down on the phone. You can just pull it off when you want your phone back. Here's what its view looks like. The second phone is set up for a close-up, again using another Moment product. This is their MagSafe cage. I'm holding it with this awesome Magic arm from iFootage, the SpiderCrab MA5-6. I'm going to add a Moment lens as the regular iPhone 15 doesn't have a longer focal length like the Max. Finally, the iPad I'm controlling with will be used as a third and final handheld camera. It's not in its final position right now. I'm just setting it up on the table. As remote camera control is enabled, there is now an additional icon in the interface in the top left-hand corner. I'll click on it to open the remote camera control menu, and you can see it's automatically recognized the two phones. If your phone hasn't been recognized, check that the camera app is open, remote camera control is enabled, that it's set to remote camera, and that the phone is connected to the same network as your controller. I'll enable both cameras. And because I want to use the controller as a camera too, well, I'll turn that on as well. Synchronized record is enabled. That means I only need to push one record button to have all the cameras roll. I can link the controls too, but each camera might require a different exposure, so I'll leave that off for the time being. I will hit match controller though. This is a one-time operation that will configure all the remote cameras to match the controller. It's a great place to start to get all of the cameras on the same page. Click outside the box to close this dialog and go to the camera view. Immediately you can see the image from my cameras. I can swipe between them, or if I click on this icon in the top left, I can see a split screen view of all the cameras. Let's go back to an individual camera view. I get all the same controls I would on the phone. Remember, it is possible to synchronize these settings in that remote camera control menu. You can go back to that at any time by clicking here. If you're trying to identify a particular camera, hit this button by its name and its screen will flash. That's a really cool feature. There's even more that you can control on the remote cameras. The settings page allows you to continue to control each camera. Look, you can choose which camera settings you are manipulating. Now, it's not possible to control every aspect of the remote camera. Notably, the media page and media settings cannot be configured by the controller camera. Maybe this will change in a future release, but for the time being, you should configure your media destination before connecting your remote cameras. For example, if you wanted each camera to upload their footage to a Blackmagic cloud project, that's totally doable. You just need to configure each camera before connecting. Everything looks good to me. Natalie is in place. When I hit record, because I enabled synchronized record, all my cameras are now rolling. If I hit it again, they will all stop. Please note that the frame rate of the preview drops when shooting. That's because there's only so much processing power in a phone. I'm sure that this will improve over time. Now, we're not actually going to film a cooking show. We've gone far enough with this demonstration. I think you get the idea of how this would work. Let's talk for a moment about use cases. Who is this feature for? I think this is awesome for any sort of content creation. Phone cameras are amazing now. Blackmagic Camera app helps you to get the most out of your camera. A multi-camera shoot like the one we demonstrated is a breeze with phones. But imagine how much it would cost you to build a 3-camera setup with mirrorless or cine cameras. It's not just the cost that would increase, it's the complexity too, as you'd have to configure your own monitoring and recording solutions. And as the weight of the equipment increases, so does the demands on your rigging and grip equipment. Well, instead of that, you could buy 3 phones and use lightweight desk-mounted stands. And setup? Well, it's as easy as enabling remote camera control. That's just one idea of how you could use this brand new feature. What would you use it for? Please let us know down in the comments. If you have any questions, please ask them below too. We'll do our best to answer them, but this feature is so new that we might not have all the answers yet. We'll do our best to find out though. And remember, this feature is brand new. It's only going to improve with time. Before we go, we have exciting news. We're going to be teaching at ResolveCon 2024. It's happening on August 21st through 25th. It's an online event, so wherever you are in the world, you can attend. And you can check out all the details at ResolveCon.com. We're going to be delivering 2 sessions. First, how to fake any lens in DaVinci Resolve. It's all about how to emulate the look of classic lenses in post. We'll cover tools in the Fusion, Color, and Edit page. And finally, we're going to be delivering a session about harnessing the awesome power of Resolve's cloud-based collaborative functionality, how you can use it to speed up your work, enable remote workflows, and more. There's going to be some amazing sessions from other incredible trainers too, like Casey Ferris, Cullen Kelly, Darren Moston, Daria Fasoon, and more. Go to ResolveCon.com for details. Hopefully, we'll see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.